and welcome back to Opal&Mint. I am Ashley and welcome to Watercolor Month, Day 11. If you're following along, we are painting a flower every single day this month. We are using the flower color guide and we are randomly opening to a page and we have to paint whatever flower it is we open to. So we've had some ups, we've had some downs, we've had some frustrations and successes. And I'm learning a lot about what I like to paint, what supplies I like to use, because I discovered I was having some trouble with flowers and I believe it was the paper I was using. I didn't like it. So I am using a different paper today. This is a very inexpensive paper I got on Amazon, like a bulk pack, and it is supposed to be 100% cotton. So we'll see how it goes today. But let's go ahead and figure out what today's flower is going to be. Okay, where should we go? I want to stay clear of the white ones today, and I know they're to the front, so we're gonna not do those. I don't know what's toward the very back, but let's open toward the very back. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's too far. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, we can either do a Hellebore, which is this dark purple and green, or a Lysianthus. Oh, they're both pretty. I think I want to go with the Hellebore though. That is stunning. And I've actually tried a Hellebore already and failed, so we're going to try this one. This is beautiful. And I think we can do this. There's a lot of green, a little bit of purple. This is beautiful. Okay, so let me get my binder clip. So this is the Hellebore, and this is on page 349 if you have this book and you are following along with this. All right, so I'm going to bring out my 31 purple fish again. I'm sorry. I kind of feel bad when I use this because I know you can't get your hands on it easily. But I have some gorgeous purples in this, and I want to use it. So, all right, cleaned up my palette. Let's see, we need a larger brush. So let's keep with the silver black velvet, size 8. Let's see what colors we have. Okay, this is beautiful and perfect. Okay, so I like this shade of purple. I feel like it needs a touch of red to it, like it's a little bit too blue toned. Let's take some of this. That's pretty. Yeah, there we go. That is the purple right there. All right, so we've got some purple mixed up. Let's get some green. This is a fairly rich green. Let's just mix up. Actually, I really like this one. We may have to mix something into it, but because it's a little too blue. Let's mix some of this one. I love these paints. I think it needs a tiny touch of yellow. I'm gonna take the deep Indian yellow. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now that I've got some color mixed up, let's start. Okay, I've got splatters on the page already, so we're gonna start there. I wanna take a very fine or thin wash of this green mixture, so get quite a bit of water, just a little bit of paint, because we're gonna start with this light center. I think I just wanna do one flower. So I'm gonna water this down, super pale. I even need a touch of more yellow in this. So I'm just gonna tap yellow straight into this. Here we go. Okay, so there's our center. Very, very pale green. All right, so the flower petals that are coming out of this, they're really fat, really broad petals. I think I just want to do like a forward facing one. And I think I want to start with I'm going to start with some green, and then I'm going to tap the purple along the edges of it. I don't know if that'll work, but let's just give it a try. Okay, so the petal goes out and then kind of to a little point. So I'm kind of mapping out my petal before I'm getting a whole bunch of color. Okay. All right, so I'm going to fill this in with some green. All right, now I'm cleaning my brush off and we're gonna go into this purple and we're gonna tap the purple all along the edge. So you've gotta work quickly for this to work because it needs to be wet for this to bleed into that green and kind of take over. So we want quite a bit of water. Okay, quite a bit of purple coming in here. And then there's a line down the center with the purple as well. Okay, I think I want to leave that right there. I'll let that blend and do its thing. I need more purple. I did not get enough. I'm gonna add a little bit more depth. I just feel like I need even more. Yeah, there we go. That's better, that's better. So we got some light purple and then we're just gonna line the edge with some intense deep purple. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's better. Okay, so we're gonna leave that petal alone and we're gonna go on to the other ones. It looks like there's 5 or 6 petals. I think I'm gonna go like opposite sides and then fill in. We'll see how it goes. Might be a disaster. I'm gonna flip this over and just do the same thing. And they don't have to be the exact same. These are slightly irregular. So if it doesn't look exactly the same, that's okay. And some of them do have a little bit of bumps and jagged edges, so it's okay if it doesn't make a perfect shape. All right, taking my purple, start tapping that in. Okay, getting my thick concentrated purple to go along the edge. Going straight from the pan to the page. Kind of feather that out. Line down the center. Okay. All right. Looking good, looking good. Okay. Taking the green, we're gonna start here. I want to do a nice big petal here. I want this one to be pretty fat. Some of these are like thick petals. Okay. And I kind of touched this. Let me go back on that. Okay, and that's kind of bleeding into it, and I'm actually okay with that. All right, so let's get a little mixture of a thinner purple and then back in with a thicker. So we're gonna tap this in. I didn't fill in the center with the green. Why didn't you tell me that? Say, pay attention, Ashley. Okay. This one's making me excited. Trying to keep it loose, trying not to go super detailed, but man, it's a beautiful flower. Okay, down the center. Now we're gonna get our thicker purple. Long, outlining those petals. Beautiful. Down the center of that. Okay, and then some of them have like more purple than others. Some of them are like a lot of purple. So I'm just gonna make this one more purple overall. All right, so we're gonna have one more right here, but let's go on to this side. And okay, we're gonna go here. My green has gotten a little bit more dull. Now I'm just making a mess. Okay. I think I want to leave that like jaggedy like that. I think I'm gonna leave that. All right. taking some of that purple down the center, and again getting my purples. Again, take whatever paints you have, whatever colors you have. Doesn't have to look exactly like the picture. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna let that kind of play and do its thing as it dries. All right. This is such a beautiful flower. Okay, so I'm gonna go on this side now. We're gonna take a little bit of that green. I need to mix some more green behind those. So let's get a light wash. This green. Come in behind those petals. All right. And then we're gonna take our purple and do the exact same thing. Now I'm using paints, some of these granulate, and so there's gonna be different textures and stuff in mine. I love granulating paints. If you don't know what they are, I know some people don't know what they are or what they're for, but I'm planning on doing a video talking about granulating paints soon. So if you have any questions about them, let me know in the comments, because I will be filming that. It'll probably be a video for next month. This month's videos are already set. Okay. Just trying to make that one a little deeper since it's behind. Okay, leaving that alone. We got one more petal. This is good, and then we will refine our center from there. Okay, so this one, I just want a little bit here. We're gonna go whoop, whoop. Just some loose little, here we go. Okay, and going in with our purples. Doing good. Y'all have got this. Of all the flowers that I want to see your paintings of, I think this is the one I want to see the most, because I'm excited by this one. Okay, all right, so there's our basic shape of flower. We're going to kind of define our center a little bit more. So I am gonna take just this mixture of green and purple that's on my palette, but I want to take away some of that water. So we're gonna do the center kind of just little strokes here. And then I'm gonna tap off even more, and we're going to kind of, well, we need less, even less. Do some very, very pale lines going out to some of these leaves, or petals that kind of finish that shape coming in. Again, trying to make this very, very faint and loose. I don't want too much detail. Okay, I think that's all I want for that. Now what I want to do, let's go ahead and put a stem in before I do anything else actually. All right, I'm gonna take, seems to be mixing better. Okay, so I'm gonna take some of the Indian yellow and then some of this sagey lunar color. All right, and then I'm gonna do a stem. These are fairly thick. Okay. And it's got like stem coming off of it with leaves coming off. Just kind of vary the colors of green we've got going on. Go off this way now. Okay. And then I even want just a couple, looks like there's some poking out. So just do little strokes coming out. Just a little bitty, there we go. Maybe one here too. Just kind of touch the paper and lift. There we go. I need some balance now. Okay. All right, last step before we do our splatter is I want to take those purples, and again, I'm going straight from the pans, fairly thick amount of paint here, and we're just going to outline those leaves, or I keep calling leaves and petals the wrong thing. Outline the petals with that nice, rich pigment. Okay. So we can also clearly see which ones are in front and behind. Just giving it an extra little pop. Did not seem to have any problems with this paper today. This is, I'll see if I can figure out which one it is and I'll link it. It's a pack of like a whole bunch of watercolor paper, and they are a 5x7. I've been working in 5x7 through this series, and I want to kind of keep them all the same size. So, and then I'm gonna ever so slightly, even kind of like lifting so it doesn't do a solid line, do those center lines. Okay, this might be my favorite one. I think it's very pretty. Okay, taking our green, gonna splatter. Get some bigger splatters there. There we go. And then let's splatter some purple as well. And that is our Hellebore. I hope that you enjoyed watching this one. This one was a lot of fun for me. Put a little bit more in the center. Had to. Okay. But yeah, so that is going to be it for day, what are we on, 11? I hope that you had fun with this one, and I hope you come back again tomorrow. But if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you want to see our future videos, hit that subscribe button down below. And we will see you tomorrow for another day of Watercolor Month, a flower every day. Bye. The autofocus was on the whole time. We have to paint whatever flower. Working on day 11 now. Ooh.